Hello, as you know, I have autism and I'm in my mid-30s. I'm going to tell you something that I've experienced. I tell you what, I spent probably 30 years of my life once a week in a psychologist's office. And I will tell you for a fact, I've seen some of the best psychologists in the world. Carnegie Mellon, Mercy Hospital, everywhere. And I can tell you, talking to them, getting medications, never worked. It made everything worse. I mean, every time the psychologist would talk to me, it would just give me more things to worry about, and medications just made my symptoms worse. And then he had some medications that gave me like depression and stuff that I never had. And when I stopped taking the medication, the depression continued to be where it was. So it's like medications just put thoughts in my mind, the talks to the psychologist put thoughts in my mind, just made everything worse. And looking around right now, I can tell you it is very apparent that people are different in this day and age. Modern psychology doesn't help anything. I mean, you see all these people around unaffected. I mean, I can tell you, having anxiety and things, those doctors have never helped anybody. I mean, it just does not go away. I mean, psychology techniques in 2020 do not work at all. I mean, it is very apparent that it's a massive failure. I mean, we gotta start coming up with new ideas how to fix these things. I tell you, medication doesn't work, talking to the psychologist doesn't work. I mean, we gotta come up with a new way of doing things. I mean, it just doesn't work anymore. I tell you what, 30 years in the psychologist's office, seeing the best in the world, just made things worse, never helped me in any way. I tell you, I've been medication free for a couple years now. And this is the best I felt for a long time. And tell you what, we gotta come up with new methods because it doesn't work. And I can tell you for a fact, punishing somebody that was bullied and forced into doing something they shouldn't have, like going out and retaliating against bullies or that, and then the bullied kid's the one that's in trouble, that's not right. I mean, you should not go around calling people that have been bullied and treated very badly. I mean, don't go around calling them nuts or toxic or anything, because it's just going to make things worse. I mean, I tell you what, you call an autistic person toxic, it's going to destroy their life. I mean, that's just not a good thing to call an autistic person. I mean, people like me, we are underdeveloped. We don't have the skills to handle normal situations. I mean, you can't go around calling autistic people toxic and things like that. I mean, they can't help the way they are. I mean, they're not stupid. They're actually some of the smartest people in the world. I mean, you look around this room. I mean, just go on my YouTube page, look at my projects. I mean, I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, it may not be apparent, but when the autistic person gets in, like, alone, they're going to beat the hell out of themselves and blame themselves for having autism, and that's what they do. And tell you, like, my situation. I had a crush on somebody for 10 years. First contact, it's like I'm told, please don't give this any more thought. And I get blocked, and they act like it's just going to go away. And I tell you, at first, I politely asked for a friendship, because that's really all I wanted. Then I got blocked, and it just made it worse. And over time, I basically made the person into someone they weren't in my mind. And so it went from a friendship to a crush to, like, the love of your life. And it just got worse and worse and escalated, and that's how that happened. I mean, you gotta look and see who people are. I mean, you can't treat it like you used to. And I will tell you for a fact, in 2020, you look around, the 9 to 5, going to college, getting married, doesn't work anymore. I mean, I have watched everybody, it just mess everybody's lives up. I mean, it just almost worked for, like, not a single person around me. I mean, in 2020, people are different. They just don't live like that anymore. I hate to say it. 9 to 5, college, getting married, it's all out of date. It doesn't work anymore. As a parent on the TV and everywhere we look right now. I mean, all it did was end in massive failure and massive debt for everybody. And I think, what? I mean, you can see it. I mean, just look around you. I mean, hey, I want to tell you, I have autism. I live alone. I mean, I pretty much live alone. I mean, I'm uncomfortable around people. I hate to say it. I don't know why the most creative people in the world must always die alone and in misery and look like they're stupid. But then the day they die, they're like made into major celebrities and people are paying millions of dollars for products. It's like, that's not what they ain't. I don't know why it's like that. It's just a byproduct of being having this kind of ability. I mean, that's a byproduct of having autism and being creative. All those great things, but you can't hold a conversation with anybody. You end up dying poor, alone, by yourself, in the misery. It's like, yeah, I don't know anymore. I mean, alright, back on topic here. I tell you what, psychology in 2020 is completely ineffective. It doesn't work. I mean, we gotta come up with better methods. I mean, you can't go around labeling people that are abused and bullied crazy people and bad people. I mean, a lot of them truthfully are innocent because they were forced into doing something violent through someone else's actions. I mean, personally, me being bullied, I know not to do something crazy like that. Because I've watched all those people be bullied, and then they're the ones that are in trouble, and then they get screwed every time. I mean, being in a bad bullying situation myself, I know what it's like. I mean, I tell you what, I hear you all saying, treat others how you want to be treated. Please don't mind my language here, but you couldn't do that if your life fucking depended on it. I mean, seriously. I ain't lying about that. And that should piss you off right there. The way people, I mean, that's the way people are treated. Sorry to tell you that. I mean, they don't treat anybody how they want to be treated. I mean, nobody practices that. I hate to say it. By the way, Democrats, I'm going to tell you this. You know, when you're giving away everything when you're giving away all your funding for free and just handing it to people, and then you're going and teaching every kid in America to feel owed by society and the rich, yeah, and you can't figure out why you're broke and people are just causing all this violence, yeah, go figure it out. I mean, it's simple math there. I mean, you're the ones causing a problem. It ain't the freaking Republicans. I mean, I watch you people now, you're on there going, F these Republicans, F this, F these people, and you're everything you ever accused Trump of being. I mean, seriously. You're so nasty to everybody. I mean, they did exactly what I mean, that's socialism for you. I tell you what, go on the History Channel and watch when they're saying, oh, the Nazis were trying to undermine this Republican Party so they could wreck this country in Poland and all that crap. I mean, go watch it. Dude, the Nazis were Democrats, Confederate people that owned slaves, they were Democrats. I mean, just go look at it. I mean, it's right in front of you. I mean, I don't know why you can't see it. I mean, wake the hell up here before you screw yourselves. I mean, do you hear Bernie Sanders saying, oh, I want to ban social media, I want to do this, I want to do this. You know, he's going to take away everything you love. He's going to take away everything you depend on every day and ruin your life. I mean, they ain't your friends. None of them are. I mean, go on CNN and look at how stupid they're treating you. I mean, seriously. I mean, you people got to start thinking on your own here. I mean, it's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. You're the one that's got to change everything. I mean, seriously. I mean, just wake up. Look around you. Be observant. I'm tired of being like the only one that pays attention here. I mean, seriously. I mean, this is frustrating. I tell you what, you wonder why people that are creative, that see things like this, just suddenly just stay away from society and you never hear from them again because they can't take it. I mean, seriously, I stopped walking around on trash day. For one, I'm scared to death these bullies are going to do something to me. And second, I just cannot bear the stupidity I see out there. I can't bear it anymore. I mean, my God. I mean, I tell you what. I just can't take it. I tell you what, I got a reason to be frustrated, seriously. I mean, it is cringeworthy out there, the crap you see people doing. People just don't pay attention. I mean, I've had enough. I mean, you look at my situation. I have a passion for plastic chairs. I mean, please do realize that these plastic chairs have not been made in like 30 years. They have not made some of these in more than 25 to 30 years. I mean, I'm out there offering you $100 for a chair. And you're saying, oh, we use them. But then I see it sit in your yard. It never gets moved. Never gets used. And then one day I go by and it's sitting off the trash. And I could tell it was never used, never cleaned, because it had the same drawer when you said you were using it. I mean, that is 25 years old. If it's in good condition, I mean, these chairs are almost impossible to find in good condition. They haven't been made in a long time. You start looking around, you don't see them anymore out there. They're disappearing very quickly because people aren't taking care of them. I mean, you have no idea what it feels like when you walk around all day looking for a chair. And then you find out the last second somebody walked on the porch and said, these chairs are ready, let's throw them out right now. As the truck's coming down the street. Then I go by next week and the chair's gone and it's like, no chair there. Because they threw it away. Behind my back, after I offered them $100 for it. I tell you what, I can remind some of these people every week and they'd still do it. I mean, these are collector's items. They're very hard to find. I mean, I have about 20 chairs on stairs that the only one I ever saw was the one in my collection. I mean, some of these things are very rare. They weren't made very well. Most of these chairs are designed to last 2.5 to 3 years. And they chemically break down from the sun and that, and they're destroyed. And you know what? These things are valuable. I spent 20 years looking for some of these. I mean, please, if I tell you I've been looking for a chair for 20 years, and you have it sitting on your porch, and I offer you $100 for it, please, give it to me. Don't leave it sit there and get ruined. I mean, seriously. I think of the people that have the chair, and they're like, oh, we use these, and they're like slamming a stack of bending legs like they're going to break it. As I'm telling them that it's valuable. I mean, they just could not see it. And I'm like, please don't do that, please don't do that, you're going to break it. And they just can't, they just look at me like I'm stupid, and they can't figure out why I'm doing that. It's like, I'm offering you $100 for the chair, and you're sitting there like you're going to break it. I mean, could you pay attention? Or they pick up the chair and they slam it down like they're going to break it. I mean, and they just cannot see that they're damaging it. I mean, I can't bear the stupidity out there anymore. I mean, self-inflicted problems, people. I mean, good God. I mean, I've had enough of being out there. I cannot bear it anymore. I'm just going to keep to myself in the yard away from you people. I mean, seriously. I mean, I can't be the only one seeing this. I mean, good God. Oh, we went to college for 4 years. We got 6-figure debt. And we think that if you open a business and give away everything for free, it's going to make you rich. I mean, that's what they said. I watched a couple of radio stations in Pittsburgh do this and they failed. I mean, jeez. I tell you what, the look on some of these college kids' faces when they see the stuff I'm doing, and I never went to college for that stuff, but they did, and they have like no idea what I'm doing. And they're 6 years in debt, and they have like no skills, mechanical skills, or nothing. It's like, what did you go there and learn engineering for? Seriously. I love when I'm sitting there just talking about the dynamic braking or something in like a video. Oh, basically the train engine has a toaster-like device up here where the fan is. They basically switch some motors into a generator, and just like your bicycle generator, how you hook it to a toaster and you can't pedal it, that's how they brake the train. They turn them traction motors on each wheel into a generator, dump it into a toaster-like device, and that's what the fan is making all the noise, and that's how they slow down. Just like when you're pedaling the bike and you're trying to make toast and you can't pedal because you got the magnetic and resistance in there. I mean, that's how I'd explain it. Then I get like 50 comments. Why can't my college professor explain it that way? Personally, I would say because your college professor is a former student that is not very smart, and they're basically being an asshole to you. I mean, seriously, that's why they can't explain it simply like that. I mean, I'd say, look around. I would say in 2020, go to technical school for a year and figure things out for yourself. And that's what I did. I'm sitting here, no college debt, and you see the things I'm able to do. And most of this was self-taught. And from being observant and just looking around me and seeing what's going on. Just go look at my YouTube channels. I never went to college. I went to a 9-month technical school for 9 months to learn electricity. And look at the level I'm doing that at. I tell you, it's like at NASA when they have like bring your child to work day. And suddenly the 12-year-old kid walks in there, says something, everybody in the room spins around like, what'd you say? You just told the answer to their problem. Basically because, unlike the engineers there that had, this is the way to do things, the only way it works, and that's how the professors and everybody drilled that in their mind, they don't have an open mind. But then the kid with no experience walks in and sees that with an open mind, and he says something different because he sees it from a different perspective. That's how it happened. That's how this stuff happens. They don't teach thinking outside the box. I tell you what, I was laughing at that human helicopter. Yeah, how many millions of dollars did you spend developing that human helicopter for a 10-second flight? It's like, you wonder why your student loans are so bad. What the hell you need to use it for? It's not practical. Do practical projects. Human-powered helicopter designed for one student. Yeah, that is really going to help your funding there. Why don't you do something productive? Jeez. Good God. That's enough. Fuck this shit. Sorry. I'm frustrated, you could tell. Jeez, that's enough. We're done.